Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsacharunamardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatguru. Thank you, MIT, for giving me this amazing opportunity to share my experience with young and charming minds. So, you can see one poster, men with billions of blessings, millions of blessings, yeah. I'll tell you why. I'll share my few COVID experience, what I went through, what happened during COVID, wave 2, second wave. So during that time, I'm from fitness background. I used to train people. I have done more than 26 certifications in fitness. I was training people in Bangalore. So I had my own fitness center those time. I used to train more than 1,000, 2,000 people in my own center. So with a lot of struggle, I have come up with that kind of business setup for me with taking loans, all those things. But once the sudden strike of this COVID second wave, everything was shut down. And EMIs were always there. We used to pay our bills, rent, everything was on my head. During those times, what I thought was, rather than thinking about my career, my things, it is time, at least now, at this COVID second wave time, this is the time where I can do something for the people. This is the time which we give in return to people. So that was my idea, and I started searching job in Bangalore, like in any hospitals or any trust where I can be volunteer and work for them, so that some help to people from my side, so that I also can come out of the negative thoughts what I was going through. So during that time, I started driving ambulance to cremate COVID bodies. So I got a call and they told, Arjun, you have one work to do, that is driving an ambulance. I was like, okay, I'm good at driving, I'll do it. But the problem is, it is cremation purpose, this thing. It's a highly infected area. It is a cremation purpose, this thing. You have to drive it. Then I was like, trust me, I swear on anything. Not even thinking for a second, I told, yes, I'll do it. So I was like, I always feel this. This is one message, initial message I'll give it to you. Keep your intentions clean. Whenever you do something, you always put a circle, put your family, put your friends, put your country in it. Work for it. Whenever you take any major steps, whenever you do anything, keep your intentions clean. Do it for the people. God will definitely protect you. I started driving ambulance. You can see my articles where many, 98% media had casted about my article, about my work during that time. So Vijay Karnataka, Times of India, many I had. So I used to work for a trust those time, so-and-so trust. So unfortunately, after all these articles, and I was put out of the trust because of the famous issue or something. Lot of people came to know about my work. I didn't know like what actually happened in the company or the trust. They put me out. I lost the ambulance, which work I was doing. But it was only 3-4 days. 3-4 days, I had hardly cremated 10 to 15 bodies maybe. Hardly 10 to 15 bodies, but 3 days of work, my ambulance was taken back from them. But that time, I was like, God, what is this consistency issue with me? Whatever I do, I don't complete. I always had this consistency issue, including my studies. Whatever I do it half and I come back. What is this? Including this noble job, what I'm doing, in spite of taking so much of risk, you have put me in situation I have no ambulance now. Those time, temple travel, was converted to ambulance, and it was charged 1 lakh rent per month. People were making money out of it. So I tried taking an ambulance, but I couldn't afford it. So what I did, okay, again, all I had only sit and pray. What do I do next? Trust me, give you one more message. Keep this in mind. What you are searching for is also searching you. Keep this in mind. What you're searching for is also searching for you. From nowhere, I'll get a call. From nowhere, I'll get a call, and that lady, I still today, she's the one who is the reason to stand here, me standing here. She tells me, Arjun, Nino Nanu Kanda Bahubali. Like, you're a superhero for me. Like, you are Spider-Man, you're Superman, whatever it is. You are really hero for us. She asked, what do you want? Can I do something to you? She's a big lady, and I was like, I didn't have any idea what to ask her because I'm not doing the work. The work has been stopped without ambulance. At last of our conversation, she says, there is one school, that's my own school. We have kept one ambulance, it is just laying there. If it is helpful for you, can you please take it? I was in search of an ambulance, and even that ambulance was in search of me. Then trust me, I started driving ambulance. Again, the actual work started that day. I've cremated more than 120 bodies of COVID-infected bodies. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jains, you name the relation, you name the religion, I've cremated it. You name the relation, you name the relations like daughter, sister, mother, I've cremated all the relationship. I've cremated those days. It was little, please keep changing the slide. Yeah. So you can see my work, I have with the proof. With the proof. These are my work during those days. And finally, everybody came after recognizing my work, politicians came, many of the film stars came, many people came in front to give the ambulance, many. That also a part of creating an awareness. So this is the way, this is how those days cremation centers we used to look. So we used to burn more than 1,000 bodies per day, in spite of any caste. No kind of puja, nothing. Only body and the wood. Just burn. No religion, no culture, nothing. The patient is dead, get the body, just burn it. And these are the slides you can see where I started traveling to after creating that awareness where people got sufficient supply of ambulance and amenities. I traveled village to villages to educate people how to cremate a COVID body. So you can see we used to teach them how to wear a PPE kit. And during that time, I was been to a lot of exposure, and I have been tested 67 times. I've been tested 67 times, and not even once I got COVID. Not even one single time. Yeah, this is true, and I have evidence for that also. Not even once I got COVID because my intention was clean. I don't know, I believe in the magic of life, I believe in the magic of life. And please play the video. So later on, there were few ash pots with me, unclaimed bodies. Even those days, people were scared to collect the ash pots. Like after cremation, usually the ash pot used to be there with me. Those ash pots, they were even scared to collect their own family members' ash pot because they thought I may get infection from the ash itself. So I don't know what was there in their mind. And second thing, there were also unclaimed bodies. I knew their pain. I've been with people's during their last breath time where it sounds like this is how it sounds, and this is how the last breath sounds like. I've been there with them. So I didn't want to waste that ash pot. Finally, I took that ash pot to Manikarnika Ghat, Kashi, Ganga. I merged all the ash pots there, and gratitude. And I thanked Shiva, telling, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. If there anything next, please select me. I'm always ready. I'm very selfish about it. If there anything next, please select only me. And that was the ash pot which I merged in Ganga. So when the time comes, what I want, my third message is when the time comes, don't wait for God. Na punyam, na papam, na saukyam, na dukkam, na mantro, na tirtam, na veda, na yagnaha. Ahamboja namnaiva bojyam na mokta, chidananda rupam, shivoham, shivoham. Be Shiva himself. Be the God. Be not even for a second. Don't ever think about anyone, anything, or yourself. When the time comes, stand. Be the first person to stand and stop blaming your family. Oh, government sarilla. Government has to be like this. If it was like this, I would have done that. Stop all these dramas, please. First, you do what you want to do. Then people will listen to you what you want to do. Yeah? Got my point. Anyways, thank you. Last but not the least, don't forget to pray. God is everything. Thank you. Hara Hara Mahadev.